Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, it's top 5 favorite decks for December of 2023. Top 5 favorite decks day. Top 5 favorite decks day. It's the day when I look back upon all the decks I played back in December of 2023 and pick my top 5 favorite decks. Will your deck have made the list? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, recently voted the hottest disembodied voice in a YouTube series by Your Mom Magazine, Dr. You Can't Suck It. Yes, thank you. Film before lives to the audience. Thank you so much. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and it's top 5 favorite decks day. This day we're looking back at December 2023, and we're taking a look at my favorite decks from that month. Favorite decks day is probably my favorite time. It's an opportunity to take a look and just say, man, those decks were kick ass. It's not necessarily the best deck, maybe not the most win radius deck out there, definitely not the most meta deck out there, but the ones that I enjoyed playing the best. All right, so the question is that what makes a deck my favorite deck? Let's run down the ideas here. Number 1. It has to have a good chance of winning. So it doesn't have to be like a 80% deck. It's not going to win every single time. But I'm looking for, like over 55%. That's what I'm looking for. If it's around 55, below that, maybe it needs some work or something. But my favorite deck is going to be one where we're going to be out there just laying it down. And it's going to have a good chance of winning. It's going to be more times than not, right? Hopefully 2 out of every 3 games we're going to be winning. Number 2, it's got to put up a good fight. That's what I want to see. I don't want a deck that doesn't. I mean, sometimes I like to play the mill decks. Sometimes that's my favorite. Nah, not really. I don't like control decks that are just sitting there doing nothing, keeping people from doing the things that they do. But I like one that's out there and we're kind of going back and forth with people. I like it when there's some fight. I like it when my dudes are racing in there. I like that kind of thing, and I think that makes a favorite deck for me. Number 3, it's going to be made up of some interesting cards, like let's just say Toxroll, who has a bunch of stuff going on there, or maybe Titan of Industry. Or lastly, or that there's synergy between the cards that is interesting, like tribal stuff or like what slivers do. That's some good stuff I'm looking for in one of my favorite decks. And lastly, I provide bonus points for decks that have big finishes. Who am I thinking of here? I'm thinking of the Devastator Dragon that you can pump X into. I like those X cards where it's just like, pow, I'm doing like 20 points of damage. Or the Green Nissa that comes out gives all your creatures plus X plus S equals the number of forests and gives all your dudes tramples. That's a big finish, right? You're just the wave of destruction that finishes the game off. That's what I like to see. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be counting them down. And first of all, number 5. All right, up and against Mick Black, 93. That's a lot of mana. Look at all those Lilianas in there. I'm going to touch you. I touched you. Let's go see what this guy's playing with here. Bat! Alright, kill. He's just going to shoot the bat. Let's just grab that. That way, if he has to do it, he has to waste his mana to do it. What else does he got up there? You could shoot something for 3. That means that poor Leland could be taken out. He'd come racing in. I tell you, we're gonna put out Graveyard Trespasser. Why would he need that if he's playing mono? Oh, he's not. He's not playing mono, is he? You gonna waste another card there? Give it up, yo. You want that back? Does it really matter to you? All right, back up to 20. Got him down to 18. We got 18 more turns to go. Shut up, you. Come on, I'm touching you. I'm touching you. I don't care what you're saying. Go talk to HR. I'm touching you. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Let's put Alcatraz. There you go, Hasty McCasterson. All right, let's... I was surprised I was going to do Liliana there. All right, you got to discard something, Smokey. The pain. I can say that's drawing cards. You're out of... Okay, you got... I can see you're out of mana, but you got a lot of mana. Oh, shoot me for 3 in the face. There we go. I can see, like, that's going to matter. Victory! All right, so we are with mono, black, discard. And the reason why I like this deck so much is because it forces people to discard. I know a lot of people hate that. They hate it. It's probably the way that I hate counter spells, right? It's when you sit there, you got a perfectly good hand and your opponent forces you to throw away cards that you are looking so forward to play. The thing is that when you're the guy forcing somebody to discard perfectly good cards, oh, that is so delicious. That is just so incredibly good. Such a good feeling there. That's what I love about this card is that you could just, you see the life leave their imaginary eyes as they have nothing left to play and they're just top decking. And some people love top decking. In this case, those are the people that are going to do well against this deck. But yeah, those people are playing control. Those people that are playing blue. The people that are trying to draw cards to make up for their losses. It's like they're drowning. Oh, that is such a wonderful feeling. Plus, this thing has some beef in it. I mean, Alcatraz is a decent flyer. Sholdred, still 5/4, Death Touch. Graveyard Trespasser is a 3/3, bumping right in there. It's good. It's a great deck in that particular way. So I always have a lot of fun playing with this deck, and that is why it is one of my favorites for December of 2023. All right, playing against Nevundone. 1, 2, 3. All right, there's a guy. What do we do for 2? Let's Swift Spear. All in. Make him take it in the face. And we're going all super aggro. Excellent. All right, we got a couple of good rains there. I got to get out braids next. Like a shouldered would be super cool. He's just shooting. All right. All right, here's braids. We'll use this guy as sacrifice bait. And draw a card. Oh, that was disappointing. Mana, Terran, we'll grab that guy. And let's go get ourselves something cool. Between the two of them. Nice. And that's Epicure. Auto pay. All right, he's hemorrhaging life like crazy between myself and himself. And whoever he puts out, I'm going to grab next turn. Ah, my roll. Oh, you shot a 1-1. Good job. And in we go. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. Victory. All right, I love a good sacrifice and steal deck. Actually, it should be steal and sacrifice deck because that's the order in which you do it. Love it. What I like about this one is that, you know, it costs 3 to do it. It's relatively cheap. You have to do something with it. That's why we got Annihilating Glare and Tarian's Journal and Braids. All of them relatively cheap. The other cards in here are more like Rakdos Aggro, right? They keep you guys going. And you got dudes you can kind of throw away if you need to for other effects. None of them really matter that much. You know, Squee puts out babies. Squee's what you keep. Babies what you kill. Urbrask Forge, you kill those forgelings at the end of your turn. Lots of guys you can sacrifice. So, yeah, it's a fantastic little deck, and the best part is when they put out something huge, and you just take it, turn it around, and send it right back to them, and then at the end of the turn, sacrifice it. Oh, that is such a glorious thing. It's all of their pitiful little dreams and desires. You're just stomping all over and turning it into their own destruction. That's why Sack and Steel is one of my favorite decks of December 2023. All right, playing against tofuman. 2 mana. Keep a Pain Land and a Dark Slick. Fewer lands, we're good to go. Get some crewmates out there. All right, 3. The subterranean schooner it. All in. You want to block? You can block, baby. I've never had so many of these dudes in my life. Just has to discard a card to do that, huh? There's a Skeletorn. Cast off all lines. This is the guy that takes out artifacts or creatures. All right, turns them into treasures. Hey there, Hootie. It's good to see you. You're very pleasant. I can't kill that because it's an artifact, but I can do this. Oh, artifact I control? Yeah, Smith 0, we're cool. Totes my goats. All right, you can kill it, get your guy back, and he would just be a mana source. What else can we grab here? That guy's pretty sweet. All right, what are you going to do? Try to kill my boat? Yep, you can do that. Have a good time. All right, I got somebody to kill. Are we just going to bounce that thing in and out at a time, huh? We're going after there. The alluring scoundrel. Nope. Party dude extreme. Good job. Let's boat up. I don't really need to put flying counters on stuff at the moment. I guess I can make it this staunch crewmate. Ward 2. He's just going to bounce that thing in and out again. All in, baby cakes. Ooh, look, it's a land. Down to 2. Pirates doing what pirates like to do. Oh, that's so excellent. Let's get rid of Freebooter. And we win. In your face, Bounce-A-Geddon. In your face. All right, we are with Dimir Pirates. Dimir Pirates it's really good. Here's the deal. There's a standard, like, is it Pirates deck in? I can never get that thing to play. I always play it. It just seems Lamosaurus Rex. Maybe I just don't understand how the cards are supposed to work. It just never really works for me. So, but this one always works. This one always works big time for me. I love a big time with thing. I like Malcolm because of the way he keeps drawing cards for me all the time. The discard I seem to remember was a good thing. I don't remember why. Maybe he was good in a different deck or something. This guy going and finding pirates and artifacts. Who are we trying to get out? Trying to get out the sub-trading schooner. This thing is really good at pumping your dudes up, or at least getting lands for you. I don't really care about this. That's treasure token. Corpse of the Lost is probably one of my favorite cards. I wish I played it more. I'm just not seeing a lot of black right now as I'm not playing. My big favorite guy is the card sale License, because I like the fact that it turns it into a treasure. Most people aren't so worried about killing this thing and getting their guy back. They just use it as treasure. I think that's one of the things I like the best. So this deck is it's aggro, despite being like blue-black and not really having, and there's no hasting here or anything. But the guys are cheap. They're always out there, and the evasion from the flying you got going on, usually you come in and do some pretty decent stuff. Plus, you got honorary pirate shouldered. See that big old pirate hat right on her head? Or they might be horns, but pirate hat. That's why she is queen of the pirates. All right, so anyway, Dimir Pirates, one of my favorite decks of December 2023. All right, playing against Ervin Navarro. Ervin. 2 mana. I don't know, keep it. Let's see what he's got going on here. No to dragons. Let's get our card draw. We need to climb out of this mana hole we're in at the moment. What are we going to get there? Who are we giving up? Let's put Dust Mingler in the graveyard. Let's see what we draw out of this deal here. He's not going to do us any good. Problem is that the Obliterator needs to go. Let's just pop this, see what we're playing against. That guy costs 4. We might be seeing him soon. All right, what's up your butt? Make a move there, Geronimo. Let's go eat Teferi's lunch. Let's put out the Ancient One. We have 4 mana. We can start using him to great effect. Discard a card. Let's just get rid of that guy. All right, pick them both. All right, we got 6. Go after his hand next turn. He starts ripping apart my graveyard. That sucks. You do that every turn? And just when he comes into play. Down back to 3 for the Ancient One. Have anything good in here? Just Dust Manglers, okay. Oh, that's just tragic. Anything good in there? Dust Mangler, that's the guy. I mean, the Silencer could act as a chump. Cost 4. I should start using this guy. Got his life back. He's back up to 4. 18, I should say. He got 4 back. Boy, this one is just feeding into us so slowly. I'm going to tell you what. We'll just put this guy out. Let's just keep going for it. No, I want to live. I want them to live. All right, now Chupacabra is extraordinarily potent at this point. He's going to do it again. And that's it for that guy. Come on, in we go. There's Toxrill. You can try to mill me. This looks like a mill deck. I'm milling myself. I'm down to 29. He's probably like, yeah, keep milling, buddy. Although the board wipes he's been doing, that's Millosaurus Rex, if I've ever seen it. He's not going to put out a creature, is he? This is another board wipe time. I could chew that guy up. Someone tells me we're going to see a board wipe next turn. He's going to jump out in front. All right, he's going to pop it up. There's a 4 with first strike. Not cool. We'll just have to chump. Toxrill Dust Mingler. Let's bring back the Dust Mingler. What are you down to 2? All right. And we'll pull one of these guys up. All attack. Let's do it this way. Let's chew her up. And like, sweet googly moogly. I think I milled enough. All right, you got to have the answer in your 3 cards there. That's the answer, all right. Of course, I think I have enough to get 8 out of this deal. Let's go for this. And what are we down to? 17. Maybe we'll mill this guy. I can kill him with the Dust Mingler on the next turn. All right, he's out of mana. So this is for nothing. I called it. In your face, Sloppy Joe. And we win. Victory. All right, here we are looking at Horror Tribal. And man, I love this deck. I love it so much. Why? Toxrill, King Toxrill. The black, we say. It's Toxrill, the Black King. That's who I like to refer to him as. Look at him up there, looking all sluggy. With his little slug baby, he's slugging things out. Full of bones and stuff. Yeah, no, that guy is the best. And I love any deck where I can bring him back. This deck has a lot of good ones. I like Defossilize and... Like the fact that we're playing 6, why aren't we playing 8? I'm not quite sure. You got to pull the balance somewhere, but, you know, sometimes having 5 of a card is way better than 4. I think 6 is way better than having, just 4 of something out there. We get it a bunch, and as long as we get 3 per game, usually it's pretty good. One thing that's also good about this deck, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's because of all the card draw. We're doing a good job towards building towards our 7 or 8 mana. We need 7 to be able to make these guys happen. The guy I don't like to play out of my hand is Dust Mingler. He's definitely graveyard bait. But yeah, putting out Phyrexian Obliterator, having roaming thrown out with the horrors man, the horrors are horrible as they are, but with Roaming Throne in there to duplicate all of their abilities, like this would be what? 2 creatures have to be sacrificed, 2 cards have to be discarded, and 8 life has to be lost if Roaming Throne happened to be out. Toxrill causes 2 slime counters to put out, giving them -2, -2. Yeah, man, it is just so incredible. I kind of wish we had more horrors to play with, but I can say that Raffine's Silencer, Ancient One, and the Malcolm, even, they all do a good job for being non-horrors early on. I'm glad that Concealing Curtains turns out to be a horror. He causes 2 things to occur if we happen to have Roaming Throne out. Yeah, Roaming Throne doubling everything that happens makes this deck so good. This deck is good by itself without Roaming Throne, but adding Roaming Throne to it makes it so much better. It's just so nice playing with the horrors. They're just such incredible beasts, and they're different than just like the red and green beasts, which are just these powerful super guys. These guys actually got some love going on there. They got some weirdness that makes you, when you're playing them, know you're doing something cool. I love having Chupacabras back in. I remember when I first started playing MTGA, there was Chupacabra, and I loved him. He was big time. And then it went away, rotated out. Now we got Chupacabra back. This one's a spirit horror Chupacabra, which means I can play him in a horror deck, and that is fantastic. He is really good, though. Big time. All right, so, yeah, man, Horror Tribal, probably my favorite of December 2023. All right, playing against Shamoo. Two mana. All right, this is mono blue. We're good to go. That's all cool. I'm trying to figure out who's the best to put out. This guy got haste, so we can just kind of go for it. Let's turn that tree off before he starts whining like a big whiny bitch. Haste in! That's it, we win. First point of damage. Do you want to bounce it back? Let's do that. Ninja! Take action. All right, let's put out the Siren. And flash that, and we have to have 2 mana for that. Gingerbread's probably our next best thing. I can enchant artifact is a golem creature. That'll be our Gingerbread. Or I could just make this into it. Let's do that. Yoink, yoink. That's 5 to the face, baby cakes. We need to keep some men open so we can shore up. Let me flash this thing in next turn. All in. You gonna block? It's time for old Ruttenstein to die. Alright, you put a creature out, I'll go ahead and hover bike him. That's fine. There we go. And we win. That would be 8. Victory! Alright, so we are playing with Mono Blue Bans Aggro. I gotta tell you, man, I hate Mono Blue. I hate it with the purple passion. Everybody has that mechanic, that thing that they hate. And for me, it's counter spells. God, I hate it so bad. And then to play Mono Blue, obviously you're playing counter spells. This deck no counter spells at all. At all. Instead, what are we doing? We're phasing things out. We're bouncing things back. We got a little bit of shore up just to give you guys hexproof and +1/+1 till the end of turn. We have the ability to tap things. I mean, it's what blue should be. It kind of shoves things to the side and says, yeah, everything you were planning on doing, that's just not happening now. But it's not countering. That is what's so great. And it's fast, and it's evasive, and it's card drawing, and it's just so squirrely, like water running through a maze, man. I just love this particular deck. It's fast, it's aggressive, and it's inventive. So yeah, like turning a map into a Zoetic glyph, that is so incredible. And so incredible. Because like what's great about this is that you turn that little token into a 5/4 golem, and then when it dies, then you get to discover 3. And we got lots of things. Everything is 3 or less. There's nothing that costs more than 3. So yeah, it all comes back. Ginger Brew is another good place to put the Zoetic glyph. You could turn your hover bike into a glyph. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. This deck is so fantastic. It's so aggressive, man. I just think it's great. All right, so that is why it is one of my favorite decks of December 2023. All right, so there it is. My winners for my top 5 favorite decks of December 2023. I was surprised that there was so much Dimir, and let alone that I put a mono blue deck as my favorite. That is just insane. I thought I wasn't going to be playing Dimir ever because I just thought that the mono blue that we were seeing for the longest time sucked. I mean, it was great. I mean, it's all whatever, like toxic or something, right? And I hated that stuff. But with the recent changes in the meta, man, Dimir has gotten so much better. So much better. And the fact that we could put together a decent mono blue aggro deck that doesn't have counter spells in it, fantastic. So yeah, I was surprised, man. I was surprised. All right, so that's it for this list. I can't wait to see what's coming up in January. If you decide to play with any of these decks, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.